Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to do your August the 5th spiritual principle a day in a meditation. Hope you're doing well this morning. Let's go ahead and get into that meditation. August 5th, finding purpose in one another. Helping others is perhaps the highest aspiration of the human heart and something we have been entrusted with as a result of a higher power working in our lives. Now that comes from It Works, step 12. Many of us wanted to help others before getting clean, but once we started using, doing so became difficult. One member described it this way: my heart aspired to help people, but my brain never got the memo. At some point in early recovery, many of us have the experience of sharing and then seeing another member relate. Maybe they nod in agreement or they shake their head in shared amusement or disgust at the insidiousness and insanity of our disease. Maybe they vocalize, "That's right," or shed a tear. However they do it, they let us know that they know that we share in the knowledge of the disease, and we share our experience with recovery too. This is how we get clean and stay clean. The therapeutic value of one addict helping another. We share experience, strength, and hope. We share tea and coffee. We share the joy of staying clean and the pain of losing fellow addicts. We do it together. At many points along the way, we are reminded of our purpose for being here and being together. Maybe it's when a non member asks, "Why do you still go to those meetings?" We might even wonder, "Yeah, why do I?" Then we remember we are uniquely qualified to help other addicts, and helping addicts gives us purpose and keeps us clean. When we go through something clean, an unintended pregnancy, parents with dementia, falling in or out of love, we are rarely the first ones in the room to do so. We share what we're going through so others can help us. Then we share what we went through so we can help others. Yes, we're each other's eyes and ears. Sometimes we are also each other's trailblazers, coaches, older siblings. We have a reason for being here, and that reason is one another. A sense of purpose can fill that void I tried to fill with drugs. I will find purpose by sharing with and helping another addict. My name is Mighty Stream, and that is a beautiful, 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 beautiful spiritual principle a day in a meditation. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the serenity prayer, and then we'll unpack it together. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Powerful meditation. I like this because sometimes we're inspired by others in the meeting and sometimes we're not, but most of the time we are. And when we allow the atmosphere of recovery to operate and we begin to share our experience, strength, and hope based on what we have passed through as a result of our active addiction, but not only that, our recovering selves, then there's something that happens because we're talking about step 12. There's something that happens that is beneficial for people. to have that access to our information. I'm looking actually for my It Works step 12 because there's something in here that I wanted to share, and I'll continue to talk while I find it. But in reality, what happens is that because of my lived experience and because of my willingness to find purpose in one another, my ability to allow you to pour into my life with your experience, strength, and hope, and my willingness to be vulnerable enough to share my own experience, strength, and hope, there's a synergy that takes place in the meeting. And those that come to the meeting in need of hope, encouragement, they're able to get what they need just by being present and listening with 3 spiritual principles: honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness. As we say it all the time, the how of the program. So when we talk about step 12, right? And I talked about this a week or so ago. We tried to carry this message to addicts. That definition of try is not, I tried and I failed. It's actually that we do, right? We move forward and we do it. And when we do it with this spirit of goodwill and giving, whether or not we notice it, whether or not we're looking for it, I don't go to meetings and share. I rarely go to meetings and actually share, but when I do, I'm sharing to bring healing for myself. I'm sharing to expose what my mind is thinking. But it never fails that someone is able to pick that up in the atmosphere of recovery and use it for themselves. It's like salve, right? It's like that salve that you apply to an open wound, right? That triple antibiotic ointment or that aloe vera or that honey. It's a salve that you actually bring with your own experience, strength, and hope, but shared from the heart touches the heart. And then someone picks that up and say, I can use that. And here I was struggling to even come to a meeting tonight. And I've come to the meeting and I've gotten exactly what I need. I found someone else that has been through what I'm going through, and I can use that to help myself. Have you heard it said that we actually end up having a message worth carrying? Now I'm paraphrasing. I'm not seeing it in It Works. So it must be in the basic text. But we get to a point where our message has so much substance to it that now it can truly be beneficial. And not that it's not at step 1, or even if you've never worked the steps, but it's just I want to say like a maturity, right? After we go through the steps and get through step 12, there's a level of maturity, hopefully, that is taking place in the style, the way that we share, what we share, why we share, what we share. We're no longer argumentative and having issues with other people. We come there to help, not just ourselves, but others, a sense of purpose, right? Can fill that void I tried to fill with drugs. I will find purpose by sharing with and helping another addict. That's what this meditation concludes with, right? So that's the beautiful part, is that now we are in a position where the message of recovery and hope that we bring to others that are still struggling has some maturity, some depthness to it, It's a lived experience that has been tried through fire of sticking and staying, right? And that's your privilege, that's your honor, that's your right, and that's your responsibility to be able to do that, to carry the message. But not only that, to receive it. So today I want for you to take very, very seriously what we've just read. Helping others is perhaps the highest aspiration of the human heart and something we have been entrusted with as a result of a higher power working in our lives. I really don't know a better way to end it. I'm looking and searching as I'm talking, a bit distracted because there's one particular sentence I want to find, but I don't believe that it's even necessary because that says it all. We've been entrusted. We've been entrusted. And so now we use that trust, that belief, right? That honor, that privilege that has been given to us by our higher power. And we give it away freely. There's no price tag on it. We give it away freely. And generally what that means is that the energy in which we give it, it's not convoluted with darkness and heaviness and anger. And you ever heard people just share and they sound so abusive when they're sharing? They're shaming people, and it's just so not recovery. It's not at all. Right. And so today, let's just make up our mind. Even if we are encountering people like that, we don't have to be like that. You don't have to be like that. I don't have to be like that. I feel like if I don't have anything good to say, I'd rather not say it at all until I can figure out a way to express what I need to say in a way that reflects my true heart, not my circumstance. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to talk to you soon.